Hey, boss babes. This is kind of surreal. I am going to pause just a little bit and hopefully some peeps will pop on. And then we will hit the ground running. So we will wait. I know like 7 o'clock is kind of a busy time in families' lives. They've got dinner and kids and getting home from work and all of that fun stuff. So we will just see. Hey, Kim. Hey, Mel. So we're just pausing. We're just gonna pause for a few. Hey, Amy. And have some people get a chance to hop on. And hopefully I can give you some tips that might help you in your recruiting. I'm really excited to be here. Hey, Amy. Hey, Taylor. Hey, Aaron. Woohoo! Team Tiny's in the house today. Hey, Jess. Hey, Amber. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I know people will hop on. I know it's a busy time of evening. So let me just introduce myself. I'm Carrie Carter. I know a lot of you just have zero idea on who I am, and that's okay. I am a Purple Status presenter. I've got an amazing team. Hashtag Team Tiny if you're out there. And let's see, Megan came to me and asked me if I would come on and just talk to you a little bit about what I've been doing as far as recruiting goes. So let me just start back. Hey, Court. So my personal sponsor is the amazing Lorenda. And so then Megan is my upline's upline. Hey, Tiffany. And so I'm just going to talk to you. I hope I have some value to give you. I wish I could tell you that I have like a magic formula that helps in recruiting. I don't. I wish I did. I really do. I wish I did, even for myself, but I don't. So I'm just going to tell you 3 things, just 3, that I do in my own personal business that has helped me with recruiting. And honestly, I started back last July 13th, so it's been a little over a year since I've started in Unique. And honestly, I never thought I would ever get on something like this to talk to people, and I never thought I would be talking about recruiting, because recruiting has always been kind of difficult for me. I think it's a scary word for most people in this business. And so I'm just going to tell you some simple things that I do. I hope it helps, give you some ideas and some tips. So here we go. Number 1, my number 1 tip for you in recruiting is be yourself. I know that sounds really weird, but let me explain. You hear Lorenda, if you watch Lorenda often, she talks about know what your brand is. You got to know who you are. You got to know what makes you tick, what makes you you. And so let me tell you a little bit about my brand, and then I'll tell you why I'm telling you about my brand. So when people think about me, a lot of times they think I'm an actress. I've been acting my whole life. I was an actress out in Los Angeles. I was able to do several movies. I worked with the amazing George Clooney. That's kind of in my background there. Throw a little that out. I was able to do all kinds of stuff like that. Acting is my thing. I love it. That's probably why I'm so dramatic in how I talk and speak. So that's one thing that has to do with me. Another one, my dogs are like wanting to have all my attention right now. Another thing about me is I shorten my words. I'm just gonna be honest. I do. I shorten my words. I was a teacher for 14 years, an English teacher at that, and I still shorten my words. And I never realized that that would be part of my brand until, Melanie, until my team put together, my girl Jade on my team, she put together this really beautiful montage of all my team doing like the shout out to me. And when each girl got on, they each said my shortened words like just totes adorbs, or your soup's cute, or just whatever, stuff like that. Like I do it all of the time, and I didn't realize a hilare is totes what I do. Like that's just like me. And as I was watching it, I was like, oh, like that's part of my brand. Like I didn't even realize that, but it kind of is. So I have to like just embrace that, and that's just who I am, and it makes me perf, like it's totes perf, like love, like that's totally how I am. I didn't teach my students that when I was teaching English. I did teach them the correct way to speak. But anyway, that's totally who I am. That's part of my brand. When people hear shortened words, they totes think of me. Like totes presh, right? So that's one thing about me. I am a mom of 2 teenage boys. So a lot of women can relate to me that way. That is part of my brand. That's who I am. I love coffee. I seriously am a coffee addict, let's be honest. So I love anything blingy, anything that sparkles, I'm all about it. So why do I tell you those things about me? Those things are who I am. It's what makes me me. So when I'm reaching out to potential teammates, I have to stay true to who I am. Like, I would love to be able to be Lorenda and recruit 87 people in 1 month. And if I tried to reach out to somebody pretending and acting like Lorenda does, I would fail miserably. So I have to be myself. I have to shorten my words. I have to be dramatic. I use my hands all the time. Not that people can see me when I'm recruiting unless it's in person, but I have to stick to myself. When I recruit, I try to, if it's not in person, if it's over the computer or whatever, I try to voice text. I'll get to that later. But when you voice text, your brand comes out. And people know, like they're super smart. Us women are smart people. We know when somebody's being genuine and when they're not. So if I was trying to be Lorenda, I've just lost a recruit because I'm not being true to my brand. I'm not being true to who I am. And it's worked for me. Like there's some girls on my team. Like there's this girl on my team. She's got tattoos. She's soups adorbs. She's got really short hair. Like she's a Harley girl. And she sticks to her brand. That is who she is. She is going to recruit girls that are not going to be attracted to my brand. But they're soups attracted to her brand. And she recruits. Like you just have to be who you are and stick to your brand. Who are you? And I know sometimes you're like, but I'm not really that good. And like, her brand is so much better than my brand. You have to stop thinking that way. And you have to be like, I am totes adorbs. And I have a great brand. And I'm going to stick to it. You have to know that what you have, only you have. You are the only person that can bring what you have to the table. And you would be surprised if you just stick to your brand. People will flock to you because they're going to love you for you, not you for somebody else, if that makes sense. Okay, that's my first point, number 1. And I do have notes. I have notes, peeps. I do. Okay, so that's be you, stick to your brand. Okay, number 2. And I'm going to start number 2 off with something that you're going to hate to hear. I hate to hear it myself, and when I say it to myself, it makes me upset. Number 2, these are my steps for recruiting. It all starts with time and patience. I hate those 2 words. I really do. I hate those 2 words. I hate time and I hate patience. I don't have either of them, let's be honest. But here's the deal. I have been doing this for a year. I have 54 personally enrolled. I've sponsored myself 54 people. But the majority of them have come recently. I am, like I said, I am not a Lorenda. I don't have the highest numbers of recruits. I'm not like this major recruiting person, but I have been doing this for a little over a year, And honestly, there are people who have watched me for a year that are just now signing up. And I will get to that part later too. Everything in this business, everything in recruiting takes time and patience. Ugh, I hate it, but I'm going to go into a little bit more about it here in just a second. So, okay, so here's my steps for recruiting. This is how I do it. Stick to my brand, right? Number 2, you have to add friends to your Facebook page daily, every day. Don't skip a day, every single day. If you're sick, get out your little phone, find your little friends, friends of friends, and add 5 to 20 new girls on your page every day. Don't skip a day. When I signed up a little over a year ago, I think my network on Facebook was maybe 500 people. Maybe. I didn't have a network. I just didn't. So literally for an entire year, I have added friends every day to my network, and I'm up to like 2,800 people. We have a limit of 5,000. I'm not even close to my limit. There are girls that, some of you girls that are joining, you probably have a bigger group of friends than I do, but I'm working on it daily. So here's what you do. Hey, Brittany, if you don't know how to do that, you just go up to your search bar and you put friends of friends in, and then you choose. Choose a country, choose a city, choose a state, wherever. And Facebook is going to be nice to you, and they're going to give you a little list, and it's going to show you who you are mutual friends with in those places. So I always try to be quite vigilant, and I look to see, make sure I'm not mutual friends with another presenter, because I don't want to poach. I don't want to do that. So I just make sure I look, and I add them. Just, it's like a cold market, add friend. Add friend. And I know sometimes that throws people into cold sweats, that you're just adding people that you don't know. You can do it. Just push add friend. That's all you have to do, just add friend. And then you can have your cold sweats, but just add friend. So that's the one thing I do. I add every single day. Number 2, when I see that those girls have accepted my friend request, I have a little notebook, or you can use your notes on your phone or whatever you want to use, and I write down the girls' names that have accepted my friend request, because I need to now make sure I go onto their Facebook page and I kind of get a little bit stalky. Not in a bad way. They don't need to know that I'm stalking them, but I kind of look and I kind of watch and I kind of take notes, and I'm like, okay, is she married? Does she have kids? Are they teenagers like me? What is she like? Does she work outside the home? Is she a stay-at-home mom? Whatever. I kind of stalk her for a little bit. And then I wait for the perfect opportunity for something that she posts that I'm going to comment on. I know you guys are probably familiar with this stuff, but this is just what I do. Some of you are like, your eyes are big. Okay, I know. Big girl panties on. This is how we do it. Okay, so I go, and if she posts like a really cool recipe, or her profile picture is just gorge, or she has a really cute picture of her kids or something, I'm gonna now start to create a relationship with this girl. But pause and back up the train a sec. I am not creating a relationship with this girl because I see dollar signs in my eyes. The mission of Unique is to empower, validate, uplift, right? I am not going to be doing any of those 3 things if I simply friend request this girl because I'm seeing dollar signs in my eyes and I think that they're going to help me get to the top of this company. Okay? No. Those girls, like I said before, women, we are smart creatures, right? So my goal when I go into this is I am creating a new friend. I have this amazing opportunity that someday I would like to offer to her, but it's going to take, here's the yucky word again, time and patience. So here's how I do it. I just comment on something of hers, and I do it like I wait until it's something that I really do like. Like if her profile picture is really pretty, I'm going to be like, listen, your profile picture is gorge. you are gorgeous, something like that, whatevs. And I wait for her to respond. She might not respond, she might just like it, but here's what happens when you comment on her stuff. Facebook is going to give you a little, and they're going to start, all of the stuff that you're posting on your page is now going to go to her feed. I am not going to talk to her about Unique at all. I'm not going to tell her what I do. I'm not going to tell her what my job is. I'm not going to say anything, because my goal again is to create a relationship with this girl. And once she starts seeing my stuff, if I stay consistent, she's going to see what I do eventually, right? Okay, so don't mention Unique. Just be a friend. Create a friendship with this girl or whatever. Okay, so make sure your motive is to update, validate, and empower this woman. When I start to feel like, okay, we've chatted a couple times, like I've posted something on her picture or whatever, and she kind of commented, and we kind of went back and forth. So now I'm going to private message her. Again, I am not mentioning Unique. I'm going to mention something like, girl, and here's like where my brand comes in, okay? I usually message her the first time. I usually don't voice text it the first time. Girl, I have loved watching the stuff that you're posting on Facebook. You look like you have such a fun family. Your kids are adorbs. Like, you're gorge. Like, whatever. Like, I just do something super short, super sweet, done. I don't be like, listen, you want to join my team? Nope. No, don't do that. I don't do any of that stuff. So when she responds, then we start talking. Then I voice text her. So here's the important things that I do when I voice text somebody, okay? I keep it super duper short. I message, and I will say something like, because I want them to hear me. The reason I'm going to voice text her is I want her to hear my brand. I want her to hear my sincerity. I want her to hear my excitement. I want her to hear me, okay? So I'm going to be like, girl, listen, I just had to comment. I had to message you because I love that we have connected on Facebook. Isn't Facebook amazing for that? I cannot get over how soups adorbs you are. I don't know if you know what I do, but I cannot get you off my mind. I think you would be amazing at what I do. And done. And seen. And I leave it like that. And done. And I put it in her court. The ball's in her court. I am not going to say anything else like that. My goal when I message something short like that is I am trying to find the people that I can disqualify right away. And I know that sounds bad. I'm not like throwing people out the window if they say no. I am just trying to figure out who I need to waste my time on, if that makes sense. So if this girl responds to me and she's like, yeah, no, that's not for me. Nope. Here's the deal, and lean in. Don't dance for them. We don't dance. We're not going to dance, okay? They dance for you, okay? So we're not going to dance. We're going to agree with them, okay? Because here's the thing. Nobody wants to join anybody that is desperate. And if you're dancing for her, you're desperate. And she's not going to join. You've just lost a recruit. So even if you think that she could be black in 3 months because she's that amazing, you've just lost her if you dance for her. So if she responds like, no, nah, it's not for me, you agree with her. You know what? I think you're right. It's probably not a good fit for you right now. I know you're really busy. It's probably just not the thing for you. But I had to reach out. Like, I'm never rude about it. I don't get mad about it. I'm just disqualifying her right now. She might come back. Here's the beauty of this technique that I use. I have had girls, as soon as I was like, you know what? I think you're right. I don't think this is for you. I don't think it's a good fit. So, you know, and leave it at that. I have had girls literally message, but wait. Well, what do you mean it's not a good fit? Well, maybe I'm interested. Oh, really? Okay. Well, let me give you some more information about it. So also, if they come back and they're like, yeah, no, yeah, I'm interested. And you're like, cool, let me send you some more stuff. So I'll send them the soundbite that our amazing Kylie does, right? And then they don't respond to you. So then you're like, okay, give them a couple days. Again, we're not desperate and we're not dancing. Okay, we're just not gonna dance. So give them a couple days. I'll voice text them, hey, just checking in. Wanting to see if you got that voice, that soundbite that I sent you about the company, and if you had any questions. Still no response? I'm gonna give her one more chance. A couple days later, hey, I just wanted to check in again with you real quick. I haven't heard from you since I sent you whatever. Just checking to see if you had any questions, if I could answer anything for you. I know you're probably busy with kids, whatever. Be yourself when you do it. Be you, and leave it at that. If she still doesn't respond, here's what I do. I message her again a couple days later, voice text. Hey, whatever, whoever. I noticed that you haven't really responded to my messages. It's totes fine. Like, I totally get it. Your life is super busy. I just want to let you know that, you know what? I don't really think that this opportunity is right for you, maybe right now. So I just want to let you know that I'm not going to message you again about it. Because I know you are super busy with stuff you're doing, and I really don't want to bother you. So I just want to let you know that I'm not going to message you again about it, but I appreciate you taking the time to let me send you what I sent you. And hey girl, have a great day. And scene. That's what I do. I do not dance for her, because here's the deal. We have a gift. We know how amazing the gift is, but we can't shove it down their throats. If they don't want to accept it, okay. Next. We cannot have a desperate, like, we can't be like, but wait, but why don't you, but how about, no, we're not dancing. You don't want it? There are a million and gazillion other girls out there that are going to want this. So I appreciate you taking the time. Bye-bye. Okay, and I'm going to move on to the next girl. And I literally have had girls who have messaged me after that message where I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to message you again, but I appreciate you letting me send you stuff. Message me and be like, but wait, but hold on. But wait, I'm sorry, I was really busy, you know, but I really think I'm interesting. Oh, well, great. Oh, so happy about that. Because I'm going to keep the power, and they're not. I'm not going to do it in a nasty way, but I'm going to keep it, and I'm not going to dance. I'm probably not a good dancer anyway. Let's just be honest. So that's what I do. I'm not desperate. Would I love to have that person on my team? Yes. Would I love to have my recruiting numbers go up so I can be in the leaderboards? Yes. I would totally love to do that. But I am not going to lose a potential person because I am desperate. Nobody likes that. Nobody does. Nobody. Okay. So that's another thing I do. So here's the 3 type of recruits that I have seen that are most common. Okay, and I'm going to give them a name. Number 1, you got your Megans. And I'm naming them after my team, my girls on my team. So I've got a girl named Megan on my team. She's like my homegirl, right? She randomly messaged me probably 4 days into my unique journey. Like, I literally just signed up and I was like swimming, trying to figure out how I was going to do this. Megan messaged me. It's a random message. I have never talked to her. I've never met her. She lives in Kansas. She saw my videos that were floating around because I was consistent with my videos, even back then. She saw my videos. She related to me somehow because I was true to my brand. Okay, that goes back to point number 1. And she literally signed up that day. Those are not common, like, at all. Like, I wish they were, but they're not. So you're going to have your Megans. Then you're going to have your Evvies. This is another girl, true, real girl on my team. She literally joined this month. She was in a party I was hosting. She messaged me and asked me to color match her. And I was like, I wasn't thinking of recruiting in my head. I'm thinking, yeah, let me color match you. I'm like, hey, send me a picture of your face in natural lighting, and let me see what I can do. So she sends me her picture, and I looked at her, and literally, I was like, stop. To myself, I was like, she's soups adorbs. So I don't do this all the time, but I had to do it. It was almost like I blitzed all of a sudden. I messaged her with my voice, and I'm like, I will totes color match you, but I'm trying to figure out that you look that gorge with zero makeup on your face, why you aren't color matching yourself and doing what I do. Like I can't even right now with that. So she messages me back laughing. She signed up that day. I wasn't desperate. I was true to my brand. I'm certain I shortened my words. Fairly certain, because I do it every day. And she literally signed up, and she's doing fantastic. But I wasn't desperate. But again, she is not going to be a common recruit. Those don't happen. I wish they did, but they don't. Here's your common ones, okay? You got your errands. I got a girl, personal friend of mine. When I signed up back in July, I messaged her. And I'm like, listen, you're gorge. You totes need to be doing this. You need to join my journey in doing this. 'Cause she's my friend. I can totally be honest with her, but like, you need to join. She was like, yeah, no, really, you know, I've got little ones and I'm selling oils and whatever, but I love the product. Great. You can be my customer. Love your face. Right, Erin, you. So, a couple months go by, and I'm like, she orders again, and I'm like, listen, okay, not sure why you haven't joined yet, because you're like ordering a ton of stuff for me, but you would kill it. You're adorbs. What is happening right now that you're not joining me? She's like, I know, I really thought about it, but I really don't. And I'm like, okay. Totes don't have to do it. Let her go. She keeps ordering from me. August 1 comes around. August 1. This month, right now. I have stayed on her for an entire year. Here's where I tell you time and patience come into play. I hate that word. Hate it. But you have to have time and patience in recruiting. Erin signed up August 1. She finally messaged me and she goes, okay, I'm ready. And I'm like, stop. Are you really? She's like, I'm ready. Like, I'm totes gonna do this. And I'm like, let's get you signed up. So we sign her up. The girl literally triple promoted already. She's pink. So my time and my patience totally worked. I got myself a runner. She's phenomenal. She's in love with the product. She's in love with the job. It was worth my time. It was worth my patience. And I was able to, for a whole year, uplift, validate, and empower her by keeping up with her and being like, girl, this is going to change your life. This is going to change your life. Wasn't desperate about it. If she said no, I'd be like, cool, because I'm not dancing for you either, Erin. Okay, not going to do it. So, anyway, she signed up. She's amazing. And time and patience came into play. So you're going to have your Megans that don't happen very often. You're going to have your Evvies. Never happens. My only one. And you're going to have your Erins. And your Erins are going to be your most popular. And that's where you have to have time and patience. And just remember, it takes time. A lot of people think jumping into something like this is a get rich quick thing. No, it really isn't. It's all about time, creating relationships, and not being desperate. You can't be desperate. It's gonna come. If you stick with it, it's gonna happen. It's not a race. Like, hello, my upline is freaking Lorenda. Okay? Right. I can't live up to that. And literally for the first few months of my journey, I recruited okay, but it wasn't anything great because I wasn't true to my brand at first. I was watching Lorenda and I was watching Megan and I was watching all these big wigs in the business and I'm like, okay, well, I can do that. Okay, I'll act like that. Okay, I'll do that. I've never, like, I was a teacher I was an actress and I was a teacher. So I don't know how to do this job. Like, nobody tells, there's no like manual on how to do this job. So once I started doing a little bit more personal development and realizing that I need to have my own brand, I need to be true to it and totally be married to it and totally just do it, I didn't recruit like I can now, kind of, if that makes sense. So, I'm just reading stuff, sorry. Okay, on to my next page of notes. Okay, and then I will totally answer questions if you have some. I'm totally ignoring your comments. I'm sorry, I'm being rude. Okay, so number 3. Number 1 is stay true to your brand, right? Number 2 are the steps to recruiting, like add friends, right? Do not tell them what you do. Write down the girls who add you as a friend, who accept your friend request. Start creating a relationship with those women. Do not see dollar signs in your eyes, right? Just be their friend. Uplift, validate, and empower them as people. And maybe you're going to get yourself a recruit. Maybe you're not. Who knows? But aren't people more important than money signs? I'm just thinking, like, friends. We all need new friends, even if they don't join our team. So, my last point, and then I will let you guys go, ask questions, whatever. Last point, stay consistent. Oh my gosh, stay consistent. I know you hear it a bazillion gazillion times from all of your uplines. That's like the biggest 2 words in this business, stay consistent. But here's what I mean. Like, you have to stay consistent. You have to post. You cannot miss a day. Like, you can't miss a day. Like, don't miss a day. Even if, and my husband is on here right now, there are days that I literally cried and I was like, and I quit. And I'm done and seen. Okay? Done. Like, I've had it. I can't do it. I'm never going to be Lorenda. And done. Seen. I quit. And luckily, I have a very supportive husband. And I have an amazing team. Number 2. I love them to the death. To the death. But I still posted. And you know how I know that this is the gig for me? Is even on my bad days, even when I was like, and I'm done. Like, I'd be like, I'm putting this down. I'm not doing this today. Like, 10 minutes later, I'd be like, so I wonder what my team's doing. Like, I'm just going to check real quick. Like, okay. Like, I meant to do this. And I love this job, even though I have bad days. And I still post. So here's the deal. Like, I'm an actress, so maybe that's, maybe some of you just need to get your acting faces on when you're in bad moods or whatever. Because nobody can see your face when you post on Facebook unless it's a live video. So, you get your butt on Pinterest and you find like this really nice inspirational saying and you force yourself to post it. Okay? Even if you're in a bad mood and you want to tell somebody off, you force yourself. You force yourself to post that nicety on your page, and all of a sudden you're going to start feeling it. You're going to start feeling better about yourself. You're going to be like, okay, well, that quote actually got to me a little bit. So you have to be consistent. I recommend, ideally, a video a day. Is that realistic? Probably not. So, at least 3 to 4 videos a week. And heads up, Facebook Live, if you do Facebook Lives, they literally, your algorithms boost even more. So if you know anything about Facebook algorithms, live videos are going to get you more action. You're going to get you more eyeballs watching you, and you're going to get more potential customers, more potential recruits, all of that stuff starting to watch you. If you don't stay consistent, literally every day, like posting 3 to 4 times in your main page, if you are not posting on your main page and it is not posted to public, you are doing yourself an enormous disservice. If you are only posting in your VIP page or your business page, you are doing yourself a disservice. The majority of your eyes are on your main page. I'm just saying, like, it just is. That is where you're going to get the most views. You have to post 3 to 4 times on your page. It doesn't need to be all unique. In fact, don't do all unique because you don't want to be like a spammy robot. Like, people are like, seriously, stop posting about unique. So 1 or 2 on your main page every day, and then like just attraction marketing stuff. And I'm not going to go into attraction marketing because you guys all know what it is and you're probably all pros at it, but you've got to post 3 to 4 times on your main page. And if people think that you're thinking that people you're bothering people, okay, like, are they paying your bills? Like, let me just tell you something, okay? When I first started, my mom, who I adore, don't get me wrong, she's the sweetest lady ever. My mom and my family told me I was annoying, and took me off Facebook. Right? But I stayed consistent. I stayed consistent. I stayed consistent, dang it. I stayed consistent. And now I have a team of almost 400. I know that's not like enormo or whatevs, but I stayed consistent even though my family wasn't supportive. I was annoying to my family. Bye, fam. I'll find some other people that I'm not annoying to. And I did. And I did. You know why? Because I'm going back to point number 2. Add friends to your Facebook page every single day. We all need new friends, even if they don't join your team. Okay. So, be consistent. Those are my 3 points. Be true to yourself and your brand. Be who you are, because you are amazing. You have something to offer that nobody else on this planet has, just you. Women are amazing creatures. They are extremely smart. They will read right into your falseness if you are not being who you are. Like this right now is totes me. Okay, I'm super traumatic, like all the time. Shorten my words daily. Okay, like all the time. Several times a day. That's just who I am. And if I acted like somebody I'm not, I am not going to recruit people. So, there was a quote that I read that I totes liked, and I was like, I'm just gonna end it with this quote because it's really sweet and it's really cute and I really like it, whatever. Oh, before I do the quote, if you feel like you start feeling and thinking like you're failing, you're behind, you're not good enough, you're not getting enough sales or whatever, and you start to have those negative feelings and negative thoughts, get your butt into action. Because when you act, there is no room for those negative thoughts. Like, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to start getting all overwhelmed because all this, like, I'm not good enough. Oh my gosh, my sales are not good. I'm not recruiting enough. And then it's just going to get all, like, in there. If you start feeling like that, act. Start doing something that's going to build your business. Do your videos. Recruit. Start messaging people. Do stuff for your team. Message out to your team. Whatever. Work on your business. And as soon as you start putting action steps into place, that overwhelmness and that negative stuff's going to go away because you're working towards your business. And that helps with recruiting because it just does. So the quote that I wanted to end with, and then I'll answer your questions if you have any. Where's my quote? Okay. You will get there when you get there and not one moment sooner. So relax. Breathe, enjoy the ride, and be patient. Like, that's it. You're not going to get there until it's time for you to get there. And just put the work in. Enjoy it. Like, this last year has been amazing for me. I am not Black status. I mean, I know there are girls who have hit Black status in less than a year or in just a year. I didn't do it. But you know what? I'm not them. And it's not a race. And I'm okay. And I'm recruiting. I've got an amazing team. And it's all good. It's all good. You can do it. You can recruit. Just be yourself. And use that, like, yucky word, time and patience. Because that's what it takes. Literally, that's what it takes. And you're going to get girls. Just be you. It's going to happen. So, I hope that was helpful. Like, it's not anything super, like, interesting or whatever. It's not like a magic formula. It's just what works for me. It's just what works for me. And I hope that you can put it into play. And remember, we don't dance. No, we don't dance. We don't dance for them. Because you're amazing. And you're going to keep your power. And you're going to recruit girls who want to do it. So, like my Erin, like my Megan, and like my Evie. You're gonna get them. So, thanks guys. Like, it's been soups fun. I was so nervous. Can I just be honest? Like, I was so nervous. I messaged my friends and I'm like, I swear I've been to the bathroom 15 times. You know, I don't even know, but it's been so much fun. Like, I've loved this. So, Mandy, I'm not a circus monkey. No, you're not. Okay. So, anyway, thank you so much. If you guys have other questions, you know, you can reach out to me. Just private message me, whatever. We'll chat. And Megan, thank you so much for asking me to do this. Like, you got me out of my comfort zone. It's another thing I know you have to do. You have to get out of your comfort zone before you can grow. And I just did that. So, have a great evening. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know you guys are super busy, but thank you for taking time to listen to me shorten my words. And have a great night. Bye.